sands of Egypt pulse with secret, where the Nile whispers of gods who once ruled the cosmos with fire and shadow. What if these 10 ancient deities still lurk in the corners of our world, pulling strings in our culture, our minds, our very existence? From symbols that burn in our art to echoes in our science and souls, the evidence is chilling. Ra, the sun that never sets. Picture this: a golden god, Ra, sailing his blazing bark across a sky on fire, battling the serpent Apophis. A writhing nightmare of chaos that could swallow the world whole. Every dawn he slays it, his light a defiant scream against the void. Ancient texts call him the creator, his solar disk the heartbeat of existence, forcing order on a universe teetering on the edge. Now look around. That same sun still rules us. In astrology, Ra's domain, your sun sign, dictates your identity, millions clinging to its guidance like a lifeline. In science, his relentless cycle fuels solar tech, powering our cities with the same energy Egyptians worshipped. His image, golden orbs, falcon wings, haunts our jewelry, our logos, even NASA's emblems, as if he's branded our ambitions. In meditation, seekers channel his light to banish inner darkness, a ritual alive in spiritual circles. But here's the twist. What if Ra's battle isn't just myth? What if his fight against chaos mirrors our own? Every day a struggle to find light in a world gone mad. His symbols seared into our culture scream one truth: Ra's fire still burns, and it's driving us forward. Osiris, the shadow of rebirth. Osiris, the green-skinned lord of the dead, was betrayed in a way that chills the bone. His brother Set butchered him, tore his body apart, and scattered it across the Nile's dark waters. Yet Isis, his relentless queen, pieced him back together, her magic defying death itself. Osiris rose as judge of the underworld, his scales deciding who lives forever and who fades into oblivion. Ancient papyri say his story birthed the dream of immortality, a hope that gripped Egypt's soul. That dream still haunts us. In books like Rick Riordan's Cain Chronicles, Osiris's saga of sacrifice and rebirth captivates millions, kids and adults alike gripped by his defiance of death. Historians note eerie parallels with Christian resurrection. Christ's return echoing Osiris's triumph, a connection that shakes the foundations of faith. In psychology, his cycle of destruction and renewal mirrors Jungian transformation, where we kill our old selves to rise stronger. Even in nature, his myth lives in ecological cycles, death feeding life, as studies of forest regrowth show. But what if Osiris isn't just a story? What if his scales still weigh our choices, our fears, our hopes for a second chance? His presence in our stories and psyche screams he's not gone. He's waiting. Isis, the witch who wields eternity. Isis, the goddess of magic, wasn't just powerful, she was unstoppable. She outsmarted gods, weaving spells to resurrect Osiris and shield her son Horus from Set's venomous wrath. Ancient hymns call her more clever than a million gods, her cult spreading to Rome, where she became a goddess of hope for the broken. Her wings cradled the desperate. Her magic rewrote fate. Today, Isis is a wildfire. In feminist spirituality, witches and neo-pagans invoke her in rituals, her name a battle cry for healing and power. Her story fuels empowerment movements, women channeling her defiance to shatter glass ceilings. In pop culture, she's the blueprint for fierce heroines like Wonder Woman, whose strength and compassion scream Isis. New Age circles use her magic in meditation, seekers visualizing her light to mend broken hearts. But here's the question that keeps you up at night. What if Isis's spells are still at work? What if her magic flows through every act of resilience, every fight for justice? Her grip on our culture, from altars to anthems, says she's not just a myth, she's a force. Horus, the Avenger's burning eye. Horus, the falcon god, was born for vengeance. His father Osiris's murder lit a fire in his soul, his battles with Set shaking the heavens. His eye, symbol of protection and wholeness, was carved into tombs worn as amulets, a shield against the world's evils. Ancient records say his victory made him the god of kings, every pharaoh his living echo. Now Horus stalks our world. In Marvel's Moon Knight, he's a divine vigilante, his eye glaring from tattoos and street art, a talisman against chaos. In games like Assassin's Creed Origins, his falcon soars, inspiring heroes who fight for truth. His archetype fuels our obsession with justice. Think Batman, think Katniss Everdeen, Avengers born from his mold. In spiritual practices, his eye is a meditation focus, warding off fear with its unyielding gaze. But what if Horus is more than a symbol? What if his eye still watches, judging our battles, urging us to rise? His presence in our art and stories, etched in ink and stone, says he's never left. Set, the storm that breaks the world. Set, god of chaos and storms, was a walking contradiction. He murdered Osiris, yet guarded Ra against Apophis, his red-hued form a symbol of the desert's fury. Ancient texts call him necessary. Not evil, but the spark that ignites change, the storm that clears the path for order. That storm rages on. In psychology, Set's chaos mirrors Jung's shadow, the dark, wild self we must face to grow. In sci-fi, he's Darth Vader, Loki, every anti-hero who destroys to rebuild. In tech, his disruptive energy drives AI revolutions, blockchain upheavals, innovations that shatter norms. Even in protests, Set's spirit fuels those who tear down broken systems. But here's the twist that hooks you. What if Set's chaos is inside us all? What if his storms push us to evolve, to break free? His influence, recorded in cultural and psychological texts, says he's not just a myth, he's the fire in our revolutions. Anubis, the Jackal at death's door. Anubis, the jackal-headed god, stood at the edge of eternity. He guided souls through mummification, weighed their hearts against Maat's feather, his dark eyes deciding who entered paradise and who faced oblivion. Ancient records credit him with perfecting embalming, a science that preserved bodies for millennia. Today, Anubis prowls our shadows. His techniques echo in modern forensics, where preservation methods trace back to Egyptian practices. In films like The Mummy, he's a chilling icon, his image haunting goth fashion and spiritual altars. In therapy, his role as a guide through death mirrors grief counseling, helping us face loss. His jackal form even inspires modern studies of animal symbolism, linking canines to loyalty and vigilance. But what if Anubis is still watching? What if his scales weigh our lives, our choices, our regrets? His grip on our culture and science says he's more than a ghost. He's a guardian. Thoth, the mind that writes reality. Thoth, the ibis-headed god of wisdom, was the scribe of the gods. He invented hieroglyphs, recorded cosmic judgments, and brokered peace between warring deities. His lunar crescent symbolized clarity, his intellect shaping Egypt's golden age. His legacy merged with Hermes in the Hermetic corpus, texts that sparked philosophical revolutions. Now Thoth's mind shapes our world. His Hermetic teachings fueled Renaissance alchemy, inspiring Newton's laws and modern science. In tech, his archetype guides AI ethics, ensuring knowledge doesn't destroy us. In literature, he's Hermione Granger, Gandalf, every wise mentor wielding intellect as a weapon. In spiritual circles, Thoth's name is invoked for clarity, his image guiding scholars through chaos. But what if Thoth's pen still writes our reality? What if his wisdom steers our search for truth? His influence, recorded in philosophy and tech, says he's still the scribe of our destiny. Hathor, the goddess of ecstasy and rage. Hathor, goddess of love and music, was a paradox of joy and destruction. Her dances brought ecstasy, her music healed souls, but as Sekhmet, her lioness form, unleashed wrath that could drown the world in blood. Ancient hymns call her the mother of joy, yet her duality balanced life's extremes. Today, Hathor's spirit pulses, In neo-pagan rituals, she's invoked for feminine power, her image guiding art therapy to heal through creation. Her joy fuels music festivals. Her rage inspires feminist art that challenges norms. In psychology, her duality mirrors studies of emotional balance, where joy and anger dance together. Even in dance culture, from raves to ballet, her ecstasy lives on. But what if Hathor's dance still sways us? What if her rage and love shape our hearts? Her presence in spiritual and cultural spheres says she's more than myth. She's alive in every beat. Bastet, the cat who guards your soul. Bastet, the feline goddess, was a protector born of ferocity. Once a lioness warrior, she became the guardian of homes, her sacred cats mummified alongside kings. Ancient records say her worship elevated felines to divine status, their grace a shield against evil. Now Bastet's purr echoes everywhere. Cats rule the internet, from memes to viral clips, their charm rooted in her worship. In therapy, cats are emotional support animals. Their calming presence a nod to Bastet's protection. In fashion, her feline motifs grace runways from Dior to streetwear. Archaeological finds, cat mummies, temple statues keep her legacy alive. But what if Bastet's eyes still watch? What if her claws guard our homes, our hearts? Her influence in culture and psychology says she's not just a pet. She's a goddess. Amun, the hidden hand of power. Amun, the unseen god of wind, was a mystery wrapped in power. As Amun-Ra, he ruled as king of gods, his hidden nature making him a symbol of the unknowable. His cults, centered in Thebes, shaped early monotheism, their focus on a singular force echoing across faiths. Today, Amun's shadow looms. His mystery inspires secret societies like Freemasonry, where hidden truths are sought. In spirituality, his unity with Ra fuels New Age quests for cosmic oneness. In science, his hidden nature parallels quantum mysteries, dark energy, unseen forces shaping reality. In literature, he's the enigmatic ruler, from Tolkien's Sauron to Dune's Emperor. But what if Amun's veil hides more than we know? What if his whispers guide our search for truth? His influence, recorded in esoteric and scientific texts, says he's still the unseen hand, the pulse of the gods in our world. These gods weren't just stories. They were the blueprint of existence. Ra's battle with chaos mirrors quantum entropy, where order fights a universe unraveling, as studies note. Isis's resurrection spells echo in rebirth therapies, healing trauma through psychological renewal. Thoth's wisdom shapes AI ethics, guarding knowledge from chaos. Osiris's cycles live in ecological studies, where death feeds life in endless loops. These aren't guesses. Texts and artifacts confirm their fingerprints on our world. In spirituality, they thrive. Neo-pagans invoke Isis and Hathor, their rituals blending ancient magic with modern empowerment. Horus and Anubis guide meditation, offering clarity and peace. Set's chaos fuels revolutionaries, while Bastet's protection soothes through animal bonds. Amun's mystery drives metaphysical quests, from occult lodges to quantum theories. But what if these gods are more than archetypes? What if they're the pulse of our collective psyche, as Jung suggested, their power coded into our souls? Symbols that bind us to eternity. Look closer, their symbols are everywhere. The eye of Horus glares from tattoos, necklaces, murals, a shield against a world gone wild. The Ankh, key of life, graces fashion and altars, promising eternity in a disposable age. Bastet's cats flood our screens, their charm a digital shrine. Ra's solar disk shines in eco-designs, from solar farms to museum facades. These aren't relics. They're alive, pulsing with meaning, as archaeological finds confirm. Hollywood can't escape them. The mummy and gods of Egypt resurrect Anubis and Horus, their drama gripping millions. In music, Thoth's wisdom echoes in lyrics of truth, while Hathor's dance sways festivals worldwide. From cat mummies to temple carvings, their legacy is tangible, undeniable. But what if these symbols are more than art? What if they're a code linking us to a power we can't escape? The dance of chaos and order. Our world is a battlefield, political strife, climate collapse, personal demons. Yet these gods offer a map through the madness. Set's storms teach us to wield chaos for change. Horus's gaze demands justice, and Isis's magic heals our wounds. Anubis guards our losses, Thoth lights our minds, and Hathor sways our hearts. Bastet shields our homes, Amun whispers hidden truths, and Ra promises dawn after darkness. In science, their myths align with reality. Ra's cycles mirror quantum theories, where order battles entropy. Osiris's rebirth echoes energy conservation. Nothing lost, only transformed. In spirituality, their archetypes guide us, rituals, meditations, revolutions. But what if they're not just guides? What if their power flows through us, shaping every choice, every dream? The evidence, texts, artifacts, culture screams they're not gone. They're here in every heartbeat, every struggle, the unseen power that haunts us. What if their influence isn't just symbolic? Ancient Egyptians believed their gods were present, invoked through rituals, alive in every symbol. Today, occultists like Aleister Crowley claimed visions of Horus in Cairo, his 1904 Book of the Law still studied by mystics. Neo-pagans summon Isis for healing, Hathor for joy, their rituals documented in modern accounts. In science, Heka, Egyptian magic, parallels theories of consciousness where intent shapes reality. Jung's archetypes, rooted in these gods, suggest they're wired into our minds, driving our fears, our hopes. Could these 10 gods still rule us? Look at the eye of Horus on your friend's tattoo, the Ankh in a shop window, the cat on your feed. Feel the chaos of Set in our revolutions, the light of Ra in our dawn. Their stories, etched in ancient stone and modern culture, aren't dead. They're alive, pulsing, relentless. They're not gods of the past. They're gods of now, their power haunting our art, our science, our souls. Subscribe to chase these mysteries deeper, because the truth is out there and it's watching you.